In Scripture, there is at the very, very outset, the very beginning of your whole existence, there is a prosperity command with no ceiling. It is the Genesis command without a lid, without a limit. And what I want to do in this video is I want to give you the ancient blueprint for building a business that can hold what God promised. There is a command in Scripture that most people have probably memorized this if you're a churchgoer, but there's very few who have actually implemented this to scale. And the command, of course, is not a command to pray more, and it's not a command to fast longer. It's not even a command to believe harder. It is a command to build. In Genesis chapter 1, right here in verse 26, before brokenness, before sin entered the picture, before the fall, before the curse, before any of that, God looked at the man he had just formed from the dust of the ground, and he gave him a command without a limit, without any ceiling. Right here in Genesis, we read that God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over the heavens, everything that crawls and creeps along the ground." Genesis 1:26. And he gives this command to be fruitful. This is the dominion fruitfulness mandate. You have a moral responsibility, a moral obligation to fill your area, fill the earth, subdue it. You don't have a quota, and you definitely don't have a suggestion. You have a royal mandate issued by the king himself. And here's what I need you to see right from the start. God set no upper limit. No upper limit. Heaven defines your identity, but you determine your capacity. Your identity here is as a fruit bearer. You are the one who determines your capacity to bear as much fruit as you want. So jump into this with me, do the thinking, because the question was never, will you be fruitful? The question is, how much fruit can your life actually sustain? And so in effect, there is a problem we have here, but it's not merely a spiritual problem. The truth is, and this took me years to be willing to say this out loud, that is this: most believers are not struggling with God's will. They know what God has called them to. They've heard the word. They've had the prophetic moments. And we've written our vision down. We've put it on the mirror in the bathroom. We've done all of this. We've been told to do this. But what we're actually avoiding is the responsibility to build the systems and the capacities and the containers that can carry the vision. Real quick, if you're watching this and you're thinking, that's me, I built something specifically for you. It's called the Order of Kings. It's 6 months. This is for established business leaders who you've succeeded so well, success has actually built you into a cage and you feel trapped. And you know that the kingdom is missing from what you've built. Now, we don't give you more tactics. We rebuild the operating system from Babylon to Goshen. It's faith, family, finance, all of it. So you can stop striving and start walking in the favor God has already stored up for you. So this is by application only. If that's for you, click the link below, apply for a conversation, and let's talk about what God's doing in your life right now. You see, the enemy's greatest trick is not to make you sinful. It's to keep you striving, to use you against you, to keep you asking the wrong question. So many people are asking in their internal narrative, will I succeed? And heaven is asking something completely different. Heaven is asking, what system can carry what I already placed in you? So let me show you now what this looks like in practice. So when you turn in the scripture to 2 Kings chapter 4, you may know this story. There's a widow and she's in crisis and she's got nothing left but one jar of oil. And the prophet looks at her, the prophet Elisha, and he says, go and gather vessels. In fact, the first thing that she actually says is, he asks her, what have you got in a house? And she says, nothing save some oil. And so he's like, I see there's something in the house. And my appeal to you is, see there's something in the house. So what are we waiting on? There's something in the house is at the mercy of gathering the right container for the something in the house. So he says, go, gather vessels, gather every empty container you can find. And then he says, pour, and the oil flows, and it multiplies, and it fills every single vessel that she brought from her neighbors. And then, the moment the last vessel is full, the oil stops. So God never ran out of oil. It was the widow who ran out of containers. God is not running out of fruit. It is you who will run out of your systems and your building. And the anointing, you've got to see, was not the problem. It was this, the supply was also not the problem. The containers were the problem. God gives the flow, and you've got to build the form. And so your life right now, today, is producing at exactly, shall I just tell you what's happening? Exactly the level that your systems allow. My life is producing the level of joy, the level of abundance, the level of productivity, the level of income, the flows of income, the assets, the liquid assets, the long-term investment instruments, the human capital, my life is producing at exactly the level of this that my systems allow. Your life is producing at exactly the level that your systems allow, no more and no less. So the core teaching that I want to give you here for just the next few minutes is this divine architecture, because God didn't just give us the mandate to build, he gave us the blueprint. Now, go with me to Proverbs 24. And in Proverbs 24, I want you to see there is a beautiful section here where Solomon is speaking, the wealthiest man that ever lived. He's the man that built the temple, built the cities. He built systems of trade that made his kingdom the most prosperous on earth. Now, listen to how he describes it. He says, Proverbs 24, by wisdom a house is built. By understanding it is established. And by knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Proverbs 24, verses 3 and 4. Now notice, Solomon does not separate like the spiritual from the structural. It's all spiritual. And he doesn't pray for a house and then over here work for a house as though they're two different things. See, in God's economy, they are the same system operating at these three distinct levels. Layer one, wisdom, the blueprint. This is what to build. Know that you are building to impact the earth. Know that you are building to shut down demonic systems, shut down the traffic industry, shut down poverty in people's lives, shut down the ignorance and blindness to the gospel. This is the kingdom of God. It's got to be first. You've got to have this first layer of wisdom. And wisdom is not just academic. It's not just information. Wisdom is wisdom from above. It's heavenly direction applied to earthly reality. This is the vision that God deposits in you. It's the assignment he speaks in those quiet moments of walking with him, and where he gives direction that emerges as you walk in obedience, as you say, oh God, Lord, search my heart. Oh God, bless me, Lord. I watch over my heart. I seek first your kingdom, Matthew 6:33. Lord, I seek first your kingdom. I inherit the promise that all these things will be added to me. Lord, I seek your righteousness, your pleasure, your interest, the crown rights and the glory of your Son. Lord, fill my heart. That's how you go, wisdom. And the key to the layer is simple. You hear God. Is what you do. You hear God. Isaiah 30 verses 21 is, and your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, now walk in it. And when you turn to the right or when you turn to the left, right there, Isaiah 30:21. So first layer is vision. It's by this wisdom from above that builds the house. It's not a one-time conference download. It's the daily fruit of a life that stays near to God. And the clearer you hear, the more precise your building is. Now, 2 is understanding. This is the structure. So understanding is how the building stands. Understanding is where a lot of kingdom builders have the biggest gap, because you can have vision up on the mirror in your bathroom, and you can have good detail in the vision, and you can really receive this from heaven and still watch what you're building fall into ruins and collapse because you never built the structure to hold the vision. So understanding in Proverbs 24 is your systems, your processes, it's your rhythms, it's your team structure, it's your roles, it's your execution model, and it's the order that allows what God gave you to stand over time. And most people bypass this layer because it feels less spiritual. But Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, he put it at the center. And that's because structure is not the enemy of anointing. Structure is the house, Proverbs 24, that handles and houses the anointing. The anointing lives in the house. And then third and final layer of Proverbs 24 is knowledge. This is the filling of the house. This is what multiplies inside. So once the blueprint is right and the structure is standing, now the rooms could be filled with what? With precious and pleasant riches. So knowledge at this level isn't academic, it's applied knowledge. It's your skills and your revenue streams, your investments, your vehicles for influence. It's the daily decisions that compound into generational wealth. Wisdom builds it, understanding holds it, and knowledge fills it. And here's where this gets personal. If you look at the various areas of your life and your business, you look at things that are very systemic, like your calendar, because your schedule is a theological statement. What you protect with your time reveals what you actually believe God has assigned you to. Your finances, tithing, saving, investing, multiplying, these are not separate from your faith. They're the containers that hold what God is releasing. If you look at your team, you can't scale what only like you can do in your own time. That doesn't work that way. You got to put the delegation process in place for multiplication and putting your understanding into action. Those are the rhythms that make this house filled. It's the engine of everything else. And so the question and the purpose of this video for you today is for you to have an activation. An activation is something you take note of, you take on board, you write it, articulate it, and speak it. And this is the question to help you be brutally honest with your situation today. The question is that if you envision what is the next level God is leading you in, not at the current one, what is the next level, then what system needs to be put in place that is fit and appropriate for that? That's the question for you. You do not rise to your anointing. You will fall to the level of your systems. And let me go further in this activation before we close here. I'm going to put it into a couple of different diagnostics, if you will. I want you to do something right now, not in theory or just as a vague note that you'll never look at. Right now, I want you to sit with this. And I want you to ask the Holy Spirit to help you answer this. Not just optimism. Let truth speak into this. What can my current life actually sustain? Not what you hope it can handle. And not what you believe God might do. But if God doubled your output tomorrow, what breaks first? What in your systems collapses under the weight of that increase? Next thing.
Hey, my name is Jerry Norton, and in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you how to make $5,000 to $20,000.
Next thing. Where am I leaking what God is already sending? So as I look at the ministry God's given me, where are things leaking? The businesses, the impact, the family, the marriage, the email that sat in your inbox for 2 weeks unanswered. The opportunity that came and slipped through because there was no net, no funnel, the revenue that existed but had no system to catch it. Because I'm telling you, the more you increase financially, you will not catch it if you don't build a system to catch it. The relationship that could have been some powerful heavenly connection, a destiny helper for you, but you were too disorganized to follow through. Where are you leaking? Let me give you one final one. What is the one system I need to build next? That sums it all up. Not eventually, not in the next quarter, in the next 7 days. The one structure, one container, one system that if you built it, your capacity immediately increases. Here's what I know about you watching this right now. I know about you that God is not your bottleneck. He's already spoken. He's already moved. It's like the earth is fit to bring about your harvest. There is seed available. There is oil, to mix analogies. It is the containers that we need to have. And so for you, my friend, I want to close with this. Don't keep asking God for more fruit. He already gave you the command to be fruitful. He already issued the mandate, placed the calling inside of you. So start building the systems that are worthy of what he already promised. Walk with him daily and let heaven architect your life, because vision expands as your obedience increases. The clearer you hear him, the more precise your building becomes. The more precise your building, the more fruit your life can actually carry. And before you close this video, I want you to write these down right now. One area where fruit is already showing up in your life. Write down one system that is currently missing or broken, and write down one structure you will build in the next 7 days. Name it. I want it named, dated, non-negotiable, because this is the reality I want to leave you with. Heaven is not waiting for God to move. Heaven is waiting for you to build. If you catch this in this video today, your life will be different for the rest of your days. God gave you that command, so God bless you. There is no ceiling on that command, on purpose and by design. You do not have a limit, so now go build something worthy of the one who called you. I'll see you inside Goshen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hi, Malika. Hi, Benjamin.
Melika, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it is.
Melika, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to move on, but I can't. I can't. I can't move on. I can't. Somehow I want to do a replay here. You know, be fruitful, multiply. But do we have the systems in place, the capacity? Have you been putting the systems in place, Malika, Sylvia, Benjamin, Sabrina? So, what are you going to do? You're all so quiet. Okay, so while you think about it, let me do a quick introduction, and we come back and we have a little conversation, shall we?
There's a company that has made the seemingly impossible become reality. Starting from a small country to USA, Canada, Japan, Southeast Asia, and now South America. A global company with 4 million active members across 11 countries, growing beyond its home market and quickly gaining notice across the world. A company that received the $50 million Export Award in 2017. With extraordinary growth since its foundation in 2009, global sales reached about $1 billion in 2017 and continues to show steady growth. Going beyond customer satisfaction, fulfilling customer success. We are Atomy. Beginning with health and beauty products, Atomy's various products include food, living, fashion, and home products. Figures released by the Korea Fair Trade Commission show that Hemohim was top in the industry in sales volume for 3 straight years. While the Skincare 6 system was the best-selling cosmetic product. The new Absolute Skincare set released in 2017 was chosen by many consumers and a revolutionary skincare product. These figures indicate how much Atomy products are satisfying consumers around the world. However, Atomy's true value lies in the company's inner side. Atomy uses its Mastige strategy, providing benefits to consumers with absolute quality at absolute prices, while also increasing quality of life for our members. Atomy supports cooperative companies so they can do their best to maintain the best quality, so customers can get top quality products at affordable prices, creating a culture that benefits the growth of all parties involved. Third, culture of sharing. The company is a part of a society, and Atomy is pushing to become a role model in creating a better society by promoting the culture of sharing and communication between company and society. To live, to love, to learn, and to share. We hope Atomy can become the life partner that leads to your success. Cherishing the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Malika, what's going on?
Up and about. Good morning, everyone. Up and about. Thank God for another day that He has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it, because we do not have a choice but to rejoice and be glad in it. For the joy of the Lord is our strength, and we need every bit of it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the call. If you are new here, please unmute, introduce yourself, and let us know who invited you to this call. And when you're done, simply mute yourself back again. The little mic on your left, on the right of your name is the audio. So go ahead, please, and introduce yourself. And again, we welcome you to this amazing call. Thank you. Back to you, CJ.
Absolutely. So we'll take a minute and allow whoever. We're extremely democratic around here. Okay? So we'll give you a minute to compose yourself, unmute your phone, and speak.
And don't be shy.
Oh, we are very allergic to shyness. Don't play. All right. So it's Freestyle Friday. It's Freedom Fridays. We get paid on Fridays, and we hang out in the Momentum Morning space. We share, we care, we give the testimonials, and we tell the stories. So feel free, feel absolutely free this morning to let it hang out. If you have a victory story, we'd love to hear it. We are 17 days in. This is the month of magic. 30 days of magic. If you don't change, nothing will. Be ashamed to die. unless you have won some victory for humanity. So the floor is wide open. Unmute your microphone and let's hear from you. It's your show. It's your day. Do da do da do. Do da do da day. Do da do da do do do. Do da do da day. Do, 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 do.
Well, I'll go ahead and say something. It's not a testimony. It is a pleasant surprise that I received from Edemy yesterday, CJ, and everybody, and I was literally in tears. I was so emotional. Yes, I placed an order. And when I picked up my order, when I opened up the box, I think it must have been around 9, and I was so tired last night, but it picked me up. Lack of sleep. But CJ, I'm like, when I open up the box, I'm thinking, I did not order this.
Yes.
And what it is that I did not order was the Edemy oral care system. So I'm thinking, I didn't order this. So then of course I checked my packaging list, and I see here, CJ, that they gave me that as a gift, free oral care system. Now, I never bought this before. You know, it's a travel kit. I never bought it before. I always looked at it and said, maybe one day I'll order it. But when I opened it, CJ, is when I became so emotional because it is so beautifully put together. I'm sure some of you have ordered it, so you know what I'm talking about. I was like a little kid. I was so excited. It's a little, it's a small toothpaste, and the brush is in there, and then they put it in this plastic thing, but it's not a cheap type of plastic container that they have it in. Anyway, that's my testimony about this company. I don't know why I got the gift. Maybe some of you did. I just placed an order. What did I order? Him body lotion, body hand soap, and hand lotion. That's it.
Yeah, Valerie.
Yes.
Did you order for more than $300?
No, dear.
How much?
It was not more than $300, my
Well,
friend.
yeah, because they had a promotion last week that if you order, you place an order for $300, you receive a gift.
No. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even over 200 because I remember saying I had more stuff, and then I said, no, the budget
because
isn't
the
allowing.
promotion was to place an order for 300, and then you get those that gift. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning,
It was amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't even 200 because I remember hitting 250, and I said, no, I need to reduce. Budget is not allowing this. So yeah. So anyway,
that was a promotion, Valerie.
Because I placed an order too. It's arriving today, so maybe I'll receive something too. But on that promotion they said $300. So maybe they change it.
Yeah, maybe they changed.
Valerie, there was a promotion, guys. There was a promotion for $150 because I got it also. You spend $150 and you get that kit. I got it.
Okay. Well, maybe it wasn't your first time, but listen, it was my first time, and I was elated. I was so excited. I was so grateful. Yes. So you know what this did for me, CJ? I was like, wow. A gift does something to someone, to anybody's heart.
Right.
And so, a gift just does something. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to start ordering this travel kit, and then I'm going to divide it by, I'll put a package in my little, when I'm out there, like doing events, I'll put maybe one of these in my little things that I want to sell to these people when they walk around and say, okay, if you buy Y, X, and Z, Odie taught me that. If you buy that, you'll get this as a gift. So I'm going to use it for my marketing as a marketing item, but I'm not going to give a toothpaste and a toothbrush as a gift. They have to buy something in order to receive this gift. Does that make sense?
Like I said, we are extremely democratic around here.
Yep.
And the idea of ordering your product and a gift shows up, that's a big deal.
Oh, CJ, I was so emotional. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. Yeah.
Do what
Right. That's
do what
my
you will.
that's my little take there. And Valderine, I'm glad you got one too. Like I said, I've never ordered the travel kit. And then again, the way it's packaged, like I said, the little container where the toothpaste and the toothbrush is not a cheapo type of plastic that you get at the dollar store.
Mm.
Beautiful. Thank you, CJ, for allowing me to
Thank you,
share. I
Dana.
was really excited, and thank you so much.
See, Atomy is trying to help us out here. Atomy is trying to give us gifts so we can keep going and push us hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It did something for me. Let me tell you, I was like, wow. Yeah. You know, it's amazing. You just never, you always you hear this from that one, you receive this from that one, and it just does something for you. And I can also just pivot, add on to what we listened to this morning, CJ. You know, I'm a church girl, so that was really great for me to hear that. I love the story of Kings 4:1-7, the lady with the one bottle of oil. I love that story, and I love what he said. I love what he said because we sometimes as Christians don't get this, that God never runs out. We are the ones that do not provide the containers, the capacity. And so that's why I love these churches that teaches the Bible uncompromised, because they wake you up like, look, it's not God. Do not keep asking for things that he's already provided. We have a way of asking for things that are already provided. It's like, no, why are you asking me for what I already provided? Just go ahead and take it. It's yours. So that video there was powerful. I cannot wait to listen to that guy again. And so thank you, CJ. I love every minute of it. Proverbs 24:3-4, Isaiah 30:21. You put the house on fire for me. So I loved it. Thank you. You started the church for me. I can't wait for Sunday. Thank you. Bye.
Well, you know, Malika, I think your name is potent. There's a meaning in that name. Like, we've been waiting on you. I think, could I be right, Malika?
Malika, yes, that's what it means.
Yes.
You've arrived. We have been waiting on you. Yes. It's my African name, guys. Yeah, that's my African name. And I love it, love it, love it.
There you go.
So, yeah, CJ is going to start calling me Malika because he confuses Valerie and Valderine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Wow.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Atomy family. This is Dr. Driver.
Yes.
I just have a testimony I'd like to share. I have been signing people up this week to Atomy. And I've been dealing with a friend of mine. She's having some issues with her health. And I haven't signed her up yet because she really is not for sure whether she wants to wants to use the products. I'll put it like that. But anyway, I have really been sharing with her in her situation how important it is if she would try these products. Sometimes it takes a lot of sharing and love for people to understand that what they are taking, although she's very persistent about using the medication that her doctor gives her. but it's not helping her situation. And I've been knowing her for a long time, and she's a hard worker. And the type of work she does, she stands all day, but over the years, now her health is declining and her movement is really debilitating. She's slowing down a lot. And I have been from time to time sharing the sharing anatomy with her, but she wasn't really interested. So over the past 2 weeks, I have really been pushing this at her. And so she's coming around. And yesterday, I happened to be at her job day before yesterday, and which was Wednesday, and it was a young man came in and he was buying something, and he was sharing about he had lost his wallet and how his hands were shaking. And I told him, I says, well, I think I can help you. And he said, you can? And I said, yes, I would like to share with you about some products we have. And so he said, well, I would love that. So he gave me his information. And I told him when I would come see him. And so after he left, I went back to talking with Rhonda, which is my friend. And so I was really pouring into her and letting her know how important it is that she at least try these products, have faith in herself, believe in the product. I said I wouldn't bring something to you if I didn't know that it would help you in your situation. So yesterday I went to see her and I took some samples to her. The Hemoheme, the Noni juice, some vitamin C, some probiotics, things that she could take out of the pack. And so I focused on the Noni and the Hemoheme because I knew this would really impact her. So she took the Hemoheme, and that was a minute before, because when she first tasted, most people just cringe at the taste. And so I says, well, just make sure that I know it doesn't taste good, but it's not supposed to taste good. It's a bitter herb, and it's there, and it's designed to take care of what's going on with you. You got to trust me. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to have faith. I said, you believe in Jesus. I know this. She said, yes, I do. I said, well, believe in this product because he created it. So she finally got it in her. And she tried to drink a bottle of water. I said, well, you really don't need a whole lot of water. Just drink, a portion of the water because you want it to get in there and start working. And so I left her, and this was around lunchtime. So she calls me about 4:00. And she says, that stuff was terrible taste. And I says, well, you know what? It's your first time. All our taste buds are different. I said, but it's not supposed to taste sweet. It's not supposed to taste to satisfy you. It's designed to go in and help you feel better and take care of the issues at hand. She said, well, I want to let you know that, that right knee was really bothering me. She said, but as the day progressed, I could feel a big difference. And I says, well, you know what? It's working. She said, I believe it is. I said, I don't believe, I know it is. So I said, now when you get home, I want you to take the Noni just because, she was afraid of, taking all of this, taking what I had given her and the meds that she takes from the doctor. I says, well, this what you're taking is plant-based, and I can assure you that it's not harmful to what you're taking. I said, if anything, it's going to override that. It's not going to affect you. It's not going to do anything harmful to your body. It's just going to help you. So I said, when you get home, just take the Noni juice, because sometimes these products have a tendency to make us go to the bathroom. I says, and what it's doing really is just cleaning your system out. So, because it's something that your body is not used to, you're putting something new in there and it's waking everything up. And that's a good thing because we all need a cleansing. So you're getting a cleansing. And when she called me this morning, I called her. I was checking in on her. And she was telling me how the noni, she was glad she was at home because that noni is really working her. And I gave her 2 packs of the noni. And I gave her a box of the Hemoheme. But she has 3 packets left. And I told her to take 1 3 times a day. So hopefully, I know she'll be getting back to me to give me the results because I'm trying to get her to start using these products because her health is really going down as far as her mobility of moving around. So I just wanted to share that. And hopefully she'll want to come on in and join Atomy and start using these products. So that's what I'm going for. And the young man, I signed him up yesterday. He has a caretaker. And she called and while I was there with him because she had already came for the morning. And so she wanted to speak with me. I spoke with her and I explained to her my business and a little bit about the business. And she was very impressed. And she said that she was glad that I was there to help him and show him and about these products. And she would like to even meet with me and find out more about Atomy. So that way I had a pretty good day yesterday. I have a gentleman, also a neighbor of mine, on Tuesday, came up and he said he has a friend. Well, he wasn't doing well. So I invited him in and I gave him some of these products and the Hemoheme and the noni, and I fixed him up a little bag with these these samples in it. And I signed him up. And before he left, I could see a difference in him. He had gotten more. He said, I really am feeling better. And then he was telling me about where he stay at. He got a friend there that has prostate cancer. And so he asked me if I would be willing, if I would be willing to come with him and share these products with him, the Hemoheme and the noni and, just the products, period. And I told him I would love to. So we're supposed to be going tomorrow to where he lives. And I'll get a chance to meet this gentleman. But just to make sure I'm on the right page, I would like to know, besides the Hemoheme and the noni juice, what else would be good for prostate cancer, CJ? That's my question.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me applaud you. Let me say hats off to you. You truly demonstrate the spirit of the crusader, and I love it.
Thank you.
Yes. And by the way, you might want to invite some of these customers, friends, associates to the Momentum Morning Experience.
That's my next step. Because that's what I do. I make sure once I know that I've gotten their attention and they're excited about these products, that be the next step. I sign them on to Global Atomy, and that way I'll invite them in because I be wanting them to share their testimony from the results of using it. So yeah, that's gonna be my next move. I always do that. I make sure that they come on and talk about these products to let others know what the product is doing for them, depending on their circumstances and what they're dealing with. But oh yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what I do. Like I did with Margaret and the others. I do this with people now because whenever they're sharing and they're hearing other people on Momentum Mornings and
Yes,
other Zoom classes like Pastor Stozier's,
that's right.
they be encouraged to
Of
know,
course.
and it just invigorates them to know, wow, well, somebody else is dealing with the same issues, or I'm learning something that I didn't know, you know. So that'd be my reason for making sure that people zoom in on these Zoom meetings
There you go.
because they're helpful. So yeah, that'd be
Absolutely,
my next step.
absolutely,
But I have to get
absolutely.
their attention first,
Course,
and
of
know that
course,
they're
of
into
course.
taking the products. Once they start using these products and they getting results from it, like I'm waiting on Rhonda and I'm also waiting on Mr. Freddie, so once I know that they are getting the results from taking these products, then that be my next step to invite them in.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Holiday, that was a beautiful presentation, the way you presented it, and to get their
Mm-hmm.
attention. You're doing a great job. That's a beautiful job.
Thank
Yes,
And
you.
you're not giving up
yes,
easily.
No. Oh
Very
no.
good.
yes.
That's good.
Because I see them hurting and I see them,
Yeah.
and they are hard workers. My friend
Mm.
Rhonda, she's been working and this is a liquor store. Um, and she's been working there for years and she has to stand um
Mm.
all day and it's just, I can see the wear and tear and now she's barely walking, you know
Wow.
and she's taking baby steps and over the last 2 weeks seemed like it has gotten worse, and that's why I just really started loving on her and letting her know I don't want to see you go down like this. I have something that can help you. Trust me. Just believe and know that this I wouldn't come to you if I didn't think it would work.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
Okay.
that's where I'm at.
So Rondo works at the liquor store?
Yes, sir. She
Okay.
works at this liquor store called
Okay.
Greens.
I
It's
got
a
you.
well-known liquor store. She's been there for years. She's
Mm.
she's gonna be retiring, I think, in another couple of years. And mainly it's because of her health. And now she's under the Dr. Care More.
Mm.
She has to go to the doctor. She's going for therapy, and she said the therapy she really can't be doing. She's just in. I put it like this: she's in a lot of pain, and
Okay.
it's not good.
So let's take it a step at a time. Okay. So are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about the noni. 22
Okay.
benefits. 22
Right.
benefits. Arthritis, blood pressure, depression, cancer, enhancing cognitive function. And by the way, on the screen there in the uh, far right corner at the bottom, the Noni
Mm-hmm.
phenomenon. Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Solomon, PhD. He's 25 years in research in Noni. But between Dr.
Where
and you
is
need to,
this at on the screen? Is
you
this
don't,
is this on the screen by the doctor?
not, it's just a book, the picture of a book.
Oh, I
And
see
the,
the book. Yeah, I
okay,
see it.
it's called the Noni phenomenon. Every one
Right.
of us need to get a hold of that book. It's $20 on Amazon.
Okay.
Dr. Neil Solomon. Dr. Neil Solomon and Dr. Im Jungla. Note those names. These are pioneers in the field of the Noni phenomenon research. Okay. Not doctor, the chairman of, leader, founder of Atomy, consulted with both Neil and Im Jungla to put Noni, the science of the Noni, on the map. So years ago we had Morinda. Now we have the Noni 1,440 hours of fermentation, making it the most bioabsorbable there is. Don't play with this one. I am listing for you 22 benefits of the noni.
Okay.
Arthritis, blood pressure, depression, cancer, enhancing cognitive function. That's because it goes into your pineal gland and does its thing. Diabetes, eczema, fertility boosting, cholesterol, gout soothing, hair growth, joint pain. Did you say she's in pain? Okay.
Yes.
Immune system boosting, liver disease, menstruation problems, muscle spasm relief, parasite removal, skin health, vision, weight loss, candida soothing, wound healing. I listen to you, and your language tells me that you are a practitioner. You are in it to win it. So that takes care of the noni. We got to get her to steady, get that into her system. Now, let's talk about the hemohim. Remember that hemohim first thing in the morning, empty stomach. And it would be good to drink that with warm water or just in a cup, whether it's 2 or 3 or even 1. Just empty it into a cup of warm water.
Right. And I told her that. I told her to take this first thing in the morning before she put anything else in her. The hemohim and the noni.
Good. And invite. Have, faith cometh by hearing. So they're on the call. They hear the sharing. I can't tell you, Althea, the amount of times I've invited folks on the call and they're hearing the conversation or they're hearing us talk about the products. And the next thing is, hey, CJ, can you, I need that vital, vital. I need that pain patch, whatever it is. I need a hemohim. Can you order? Mm-hmm.
So the guy with the prostate cancer.
Yes.
That I'm going to be going to see tomorrow.
Yes.
So your suggestions, as far as I know, the hemohim and the noni, is that what he should just start taking? Just deal with those two, because he's in the last stages. He's doing chemo. The guy told me that he has started his first round of chemo.
Okay, so my question to Althea is...
Excuse me. Please.
One second, Fortune. One second, Fortune.
Okay.
Just let me just get this out of the way. Is he on the hemohim at this time?
Not yet.
Okay.
See, this is why I'm going.
Okay.
He wants to take me to him so that I can give him, start him with some hemohim, and then he wants me to share these products with him since he started taking them, and how it's affecting him. But he don't have cancer. He has issues with his health, like high blood pressure and
Okay.
Just stiffness of bones, and I don't think he has diabetes yet. But he wanted me to get to this guy because he really he's dealing with the cancer, and he's in the last stages of it.
So for the cancer person,
in
where he's at, that's because of the severity of the condition. That's 2 sachets in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening.
The hemohim. The
hemohim. And in between, the noni will also, the hemohim and the noni, that's a very powerful combination. And imagine if you were to add to that your saw palmetto. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So you are moving in the right direction. It will not interfere with the chemo. In fact, it will speed up the healing, and because it's going to be waking up the natural killer cells and renewing and restoring the blood. So we need to get him ASAP, as quickly as we can, on the hemohim. Yes.
Exactly. The only reason it's delayed until Saturday because the gentleman said that he didn't have transportation and to until Saturday, until to the day he'll be getting his car out of the shop. And I said, because when the people tell me about, like cancer and stuff, I said, well, we need to get to them immediately. So that we can start them on the hemoheme and the noning.
Yes.
So that's why it's I can't get to them until tomorrow. But I can't wait because I want to help him as quickly as I can start recovering.
Okay.
From his situation. With the grace of God, I know that he'll come through because all this stuff is from God. That's the way I see it. I believe it. And so I just move forward.
Elohim and Elohim, right?
That's right. Elohim is Elohim. He created.
Right. So speed is of the essence. So
yes.
All right. Whenever you can have your people, come in and listen in, that would be great. That will really, really help.
I most definitely will. I can't wait until they start letting me know how this stuff is affecting their health. Like Margaret and Darlene. Margaret is just really awesome. She's excited about this stuff. And she's ordering it and she's sharing it with family and friends. And I'm waiting to hear Rhonda's results. And then I'm gonna keep loving on her to see if I can get her to join and start using these products.
Of course.
That's my target.
Nothing like having them join in the conversation and ask the question and have them that Thursday call, ask the doctors. That's powerful.
Right.
So we want to make use of all of avail ourselves to the resources that we have at our disposal.
Did you not changing the subject, but was you on last night with with the princess? I thought that was really good.
I try not to miss the Thursday nights because there's so much, to
me
to
too.
learn.
I'd be on, Doctor. Yeah, I'd be on it too because you be hearing a lot of good stuff.
Always learning something new. Always.
Exactly.
So I see Fortune wants to shine in and bring some value. Fortune. Hello, Fortune. Is she there?
CJ, hello, CJ. Thank you. I was about to ask her to add the saw palmetto, so you did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fortune. You're awesome.
And the lady who just spoke, Tia Driver, are you with Before Church of Christ?
What was the question?
Is she there?
Althea?
She's gone?
I don't know.
Are you with Before Church
I'm
of
here.
Christ?
I'm here now. I'm here. I had to unmute.
Are you with Before Church of Christ?
No, I'm familiar with that because
I saw you on Our Lady's platform. I don't know.
You might have seen me with Dr. Lynch.
Okay.
But I go, yes, I go to, I'm under I go to World Changers.
Okay.
Under Pastor Dollar, Creflo Dollar.
Thank you. I've seen your post before on the Before Church of Christ ladies platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
That was a run. Who else? We got a couple of minutes left.
Good morning, CJ.
Hey, good morning, Jack.
How are you, man?
What's going on? Always good, bro. Always
awesome.
Good. If I'm down, I'm up.
Awesome.
If I'm up, I'm up. And if I'm up, I'm gonna stay up.
That's for sure. Good morning, everybody. Actually, last night presentation with Compassionate Health was awesome. That was another
Yes, it was.
awesome one. I was
Yes.
glad to
And
be
I,
there.
and I encourage all my Atomian family on the Momentum mornings to try, to just be in the house on a Thursday. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
Always learning. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, so do we. Mr. Eugene is not on the line today. I don't see him. But listen, okay, Mr. Eugene has a wealth of information.
Yes.
Okay, and I appreciate him. My wife and I, we appreciate him very much.
Yes.
Especially for being our
I'll let him
upline.
know. I'll let him know.
For being our upline. Yeah. And well, we talk to him and we tell him how much we appreciate him for where we come from, with him and stuff like that and other businesses. So Mr. Eugene is great. Okay. But I want to say something.
He was here yesterday.
Yeah, he was there yesterday. I was there. I
Okay.
was on there. In fact, what I'm about to talk about is something that he said yesterday. And I think sometimes most people overlook the process, and we think about being healthy and healthy. He was talking about the noni, for instance,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Okay.
And one of the things that he mentioned about noni concentrate is that he said assimilation. Okay.
That's right.
It was so profound and important that he even spelled it. Okay. He spelled it. And I think sometimes we, because in the midst of, busyness or we're not listening keenly, sometimes we miss those things. Now, a lot of times most people don't understand how important assimilation is. Why is it that some people that are eating healthy and so on and so forth, and then you still find out that they're sick? Okay, they have cancer, they're eating healthy, doing everything that they're supposed to do, but they are sick. It's because when we eat our food, right, the body digests the food, but without the assimilation, the nutrients don't get to where they need to go. All right. So a lot of times we think that it's just digesting the food and then and we're good to go, or it's just eating the food, we're good to go. But it is not just so. All right. So when it comes to assimilation, we need to be to make sure that the food that we are eating gets assimilated. Okay. And listen to this for a minute. Okay. Assimilation is the stage where your body takes the nutrients from digested food and uses them for energy, growth, and repair. For instance, okay, it turns the food into usable energy. After digestion breaks the food down, assimilation allows the nutrients like glucose to enter your cells and produce energy. Without this step, eating would not actually fuel your body. And listen, it says if assimilation did not happen, nutrients would just pass through the body without benefiting you. So even if you eat well, your body would not get the energy or materials it needs. So we have to take into consideration not just and the assimilation, which has to do with the gut. Okay, if you're not, Mr. CJ is mentioning that all the time. We have to take care of our guts. Okay, with our probiotics and so on and so forth. If assimilation does not happen, okay, all the foods and stuff that we're taking, most of it goes down the drain. All right, that's and I really appreciated Eugene for mentioning that yesterday, and I just wanted to reiterate about about this.
Jacques.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate your sharing this morning. And yes, and I call Eugene a true crusader also. And I'll let him know that you spoke highly of him this morning. Before we go, I don't think we have enough time to go into the probiotic conversation. I have been wanting all week long, Jacques, to bring on stage the Atomy probiotics. And today's Friday, and the conversations have been so spontaneous and so rich that I have just not been able to get into it. Thursday came and passed. We didn't even get into our Cosmeta Millionaire, which, by the way, everything in the Cosmeta Millionaire program, the hair care, the skin care, all these products are plant-based. But let me get back to probiotics. Let me get back to the essence of what you brought forward this morning. Althea spoke about the taste of the hemohim, the taste of the noni. And by the way, there'll be those who will find the noni taste a little repulsive. They're going to be those. And I'm going somewhere with this, Jacques. It's all about, and you mentioned it, you spoke to it, your gut health. I would want to suggest, I'm going to take it a step further. You see, yeah, we're going to get the hemohim and we're going to get the noni, but you know what should really be number one or should be a part of the protocol? Jacques, Malika, Valderine, Sylvia, everyone on the call. You see the probiotic? Let me explain something. You use the word assimilation. Okay. For most of us, our gut health is out of whack. How do we know? The skin conditions, the mood swings, the depression, the poor eating habits, the smell of the stool. All these things indicate a gut health that is out of whack. How do we know? When someone says, "Oh, it tastes bad," it's not that it tastes. It's not that it's tasting bad. It is saying that your gut is so out of whack that you're not tasting right. You get that hemohim in your system. We talk about assimilation again. In no time, your your taste buds begin to change. It starts to even out. Things begin to taste the way they should. And so, when we get our gut health right, when we feed those microbes in the gut, when the healthy bacteria in the gut are happy, then everything begins to taste right. You think right. Your vision begins to improve. It's happening in the gut. All inflammation starts in the gut. So I really want to encourage all of us to add to your hemohim your probiotics. What's happening in our probiotics? It comes with the prebiotics, which feed the probiotics. And before you know it, life and health, the joy returns. The gut is unhappy. We have not touched the milk thistle for your liver cleanse and our Finezyme to help in proper digestion. But let's include the probiotics. It will go a far way in the restoration of gut health. If you have ever used the antibiotics, you need your probiotics to counter the damage that has been done to your gut. I will also share this with us this morning that, especially for those who have been on recent medication and have been using antibiotics, it takes at least 2 years for the bacteria, the probiotics, to be restored in the gut. The antibiotics is killing off the good bacteria, and it takes at least 2 years. The Hemohim, it takes at least 4 months for the full effect of the Hemohim to work into your system. So we are all different body types, different levels of homeostasis, but it's 3 to 4 months for the blood to totally regenerate. So the sooner we get our folks on the Hemohim, the better. And everyone needs to be on Hemohim. Cancer or no cancer, diabetes or no diabetes, high blood pressure or no blood pressure. It's what it does. It's just taking care of your health. Your health is your wealth. Your wealth is your health. So, Jacques, thanks for sharing this morning. And Althea and Malika, and for everyone here this morning. Freedom Friday, Freestyle Friday.
Yeah,
Well,
CJ, I'm so sorry. Can I just quickly add to what Jack said?
Absolutely.
Real quick, I am so glad he brought this up. And I'm going to share a video with you that you can maybe share with all of us if you don't already have it. When it comes to this assimilation, there are certain foods, and I'm saying this so that we can hopefully all just do our little research. There are certain foods, food items, whether it's vegetables, whether it's fruit, whether it's cheeses, nuts, that at a certain age, they become not so good for you, for lack of a better word. They become like you have to now be careful what you actually eat at a certain age. All these fruit and vegetables and cheeses and nuts are not all good for us as we age. I don't know if anybody has ever, maybe, CJ, am I making sense? Or
yes, Valerie, you're making sense.
Yeah.
But what I want to...
I'm saying all this to say this, that what he's saying there, as far as sometimes we're thinking we're doing the right thing. In the meantime, because we still become ill. Sometimes it is the very food that you were eating when you were 30, or the fruits that you were eating when you were 30, 40, 50, all of a sudden now you're 60 plus, and you continue to eat this food or this fruit or vegetable, or the nuts or the cheeses, and then you find out that it's actually harmful to your body. That's all I wanted to add. And I'll share a video with you regarding that. But I usually listen to. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing I would want to add to that, Valerie and family here, is that you see, once you begin to take care of your gut health, everything's going to change. I'm forgetting her name. She was the main presenter last night. She introduced a word that a lot of us seldom use. She spoke about the mitochondria. Yeah. This is what is happening as we age. The powerhouse cells in the body break down. But once you begin to feed the flora in the gut, you begin to wake up the mitochondria, the power cells in the gut, and everything comes alive. So things that you normally would not be able to assimilate, the things that the nutritional content, everything begins to take on new life. So the mitochondria is in the gut. That's where it begins. And this here is the new age, the new frontier in medicine. It's waking up the mitochondria. And once we are about taking care of the gut, that thing called the Finezyme, the omega-3s, all these help to restore gut health. And when it comes to diet, more vegetable, more fruits, to feed the gut biome. You'll be surprised how life and health, the skin changes, the hair grows, the eyesight begins to, the fading eyesight begins to become restored, because it all starts in the gut. So, probiotics, let's get it. Let's take care of the gut, and all the itis will disappear.
CJ?
Sylvia?
Yes, I think, well, not think, I had mentioned, I think about two
Your
times
connection.
that
Yes.
oh dear Lord. Okay.
I hope well, go ahead. We hope we don't lose you. Go ahead, Sylvia.
Yes, I talk about the probiotic and my digestive problem that I had. I have been taking it and giving it high praises because it has done a world of good for me. So, it's really something that we can really make best use of. And in addition to, I think we should study our bodies, because there are times when we eat certain things and
yes,
we realize how the body reacts to whatever we are eating. And if it's not good for us, then
yes, yes. The body's always speaking. And may I also suggest to all of us, I hope I don't offend, but at least one day out of each week, just whether it's a breakfast to breakfast or a dinner time to dinner time, just go on a fast. It's very, very healthy. It's a healthy thing to do, to incorporate into our lifestyle. At least one day out of each week, it's a fasting day, and you can choose. You can go from dinner time to dinner time, or breakfast to breakfast. I choose dinner time to dinner time. But what it does, it helps the restorative process. It eliminates. It's just something that we should all incorporate into our lifestyle. It's a good thing to do. Very healthy thing to do.
Absolutely.
TJ?
Who goes there?
Jacques.
Yes, Jacques.
Yeah, I totally agree. My wife and I, we fast. We fast one day a week. Every Wednesday we fast. All right.
There you go.
And let me tell you, it's doing our body, and not just our body.
Yes,
Not just
yes.
fasting. The Bible talks about fasting and praying. So
Yes.
the things that we want to achieve, not just in our lives, but also, in our physical body, in our spiritual life, that we need to fast and pray.
Yes.
But the thing is that sometimes, because some people on the line may be taking some certain medications and stuff like that, you have to be careful about fasting a whole day. Okay, like for me, before I start fasting a whole day, right? If I don't eat in the morning, listen, okay, I'll be looking for something sweet, something because I start getting weak and dizzy. Okay. But what I had to do is that I had to start training the body. Okay.
That's right.
Instead of doing it a whole day, okay, I start treating, instead of eating 2 meals a day, we eat 2 meals a day. Instead of eating 2 meals a day, so I try to skip 1 meal. Okay. So just to get the body adjusted to the way I want it to be. But now, and then after that, then we can go, for a longer period of time, and to the point where, we're practicing, fasting 3 days. Okay. I mean, before I could have never done that, but now I'm fasting 3 days every quarter. So we have to, if you find out it is very hard for you to fast, a whole 24 hours, just train the body to fast, just skip 1 meal. If you have 3 meals a day, just skip 1 meal. Okay. And then you'll find out when the body gets adjusted to it, then you can skip 2 meals. If you eat 3 meals a day, and after a while, listen, okay, you'll have no problem. Okay. That's what I wanted to tell.
Yes, Jacques. Jacques, I'm quite sure that hemohim, right there, I know it is helping, because the hemohim helps with diabetes. The Hemohim helps with high blood pressure. Now, can you imagine Hemohim and the fermented noni combination? You're on your way. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And there are testimonials upon testimonials there on YouTube and in the Atomy testimonial channel, where there are stories of the diabetic patient that comes back because of the Hemohim.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was last night. There was the kidney lady. She was 5%, and Hemohim.
Awesome. Awesome.
If we could just be consistent with the products that we have here in the shopping mall, I call it the wellness store. Everything is all plant-based. Whatever we use on the skin, it goes in. So it's time we make some lifestyle changes and incorporate into the lifestyle changes, these products. At Hemohim, it's no joke. Then we have the fermented noni. Clean the gut, feed the gut. We'll be fine. The body will heal itself. The body
CJ,
will heal itself.
I'd like to let's say this before I forget it. What you're talking about the fast, and that was just confirmation to me, because I know fasting is good for the body, but I hadn't been doing it. So you just
Yes.
woke me up to that. And also, I would like to ask, when you fast, can you take your Hemohim and your noni juice, or do you just fast without putting anything in your body, or just strictly food? Can you take these products if
Yeah.
you choose to fast all day?
I won't tell you what to do, but what I would do is just put my body on a total shutdown. Allow the body has a way of saying, "Give me a break. I just want to cleanse." I would just shut down. So because just going a day without my Hemohim or my noni is not going to kill me.
Right.
The cells need to regenerate. The body needs to cleanse. It needs to rest. We eat too much.
Right. I get it.
Sometimes we think we are hungry. It's because the gut is so out of whack that we hear that we're hungry, but we're not hungry. But once we begin to feed that gut and make the gut happy, you can go a whole day or more without feeling hungry.
Okay.
Because
just wanted to know, and that makes sense. Because like you said, sometimes we need to just, shut down a day from taking these products,
Absolutely.
to see
And
how
it
the body
improves your
feels.
overall health. It really, all the experts speak about it. That's another new breakthrough in medicine again. In that fasting is being touted a lot. The science of the mitochondria is now like the new frontier in medicine. So let's be vigilant. Let's be learning. Let's be edifying ourselves. Let's be aware of what's going on. The new science is in the microbiome, and you get that right, everything is right. Your eyesight, your skin, your hair, your everything. I also want to have today. I had wanted to go into the collagen. The collagen. It's important. Okay, but we leave that for next week. Next week we will go into the inner collagen, but we need to take a minute and talk about the probiotics. I will be on the the Omega Radio 89.9, if you can find it, or you can get to it online. On Saturday, we have been for the past it's been 2-3 Saturdays. Myself and Dr. Campbell, we have been doing the gut health, the microbiome, and we've been talking about the Atomy probiotics. So if you can join us, we've been doing some deep dives in making the gut bacteria happy. And when that is happy, then everything changes. So if you can join us every Saturday, we are on the Omega Radio.
What time, CJ?
It's 1 to 1:30 Eastern. Yeah.
1 to
But
1:30.
come next week, I think we're going to really take a minute and have some conversation about the Atomy probiotics. It's being overlooked. I don't think we take enough. We need to take a minute and talk about it. It stands, when I think about it, Valerie, right up there with the Hemohim and the fermented noni. I believe that we need to take a minute and talk about the probiotics. It really is important. It's right up there in the same level of importance. Yeah. Well, in the last words,
Yeah, any last word? I just want to agree with you regarding the fasting, Dr. Driver. I do the same thing when I fast. I do not take anything, including the Hemohim. I usually fast with my church. We fast from like a week. So we will fast from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then on the Friday, we go from 7 a.m. to the next day, which will be, the Thursday, which will be the Friday. We go from Thursday night all the way to Friday morning, if that makes sense. So we do 24/7, 24 hours on the last day of the fast. And I take nothing.
Yes.
And like CJ said, it's not going to kill you for not taking it one day. So that's what I usually do to CJ. Yeah. And you really do feel light. Yeah.
That's right. You won't die.
No, you won't die. You won't. But like Jack said, obviously, my pastors always say, just use wisdom. Obviously, if you're on medications, we are not saying that you must not take your medications during the fast. We're talking about people like myself who are not on any meds. I can do without my vitamins if I'm during the fast. So I go 7 to 7, nothing at all. And so, yeah, it's a wonderful experience, actually. But like Jack said, again, you have to train your body. And you pray during the time when you feel busy and all that stuff, and somehow God just gets you through. Yeah, because you're letting them know that you are not in charge. We are doing this. So, yeah. Thank you, CJ. Have a great weekend, everybody. I am running off.
And I am posting the that video that we played this morning, Valerie. I am posting it right now in the Momentum Morning chat on WhatsApp.
Yes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, so you can grab it and everyone enjoy. No limit. It's right there right now.
I know I'm going to enjoy it. It is all about the greatness of God.
Yes.
I know I'm going to enjoy it.
All you got to do, family, is just create systems. Systems work. When you don't feel like it, when you're not up to it, if you put systems in place, you're on your way.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Blessings, everybody.
Blessings. Aja.
Thanks, CJ.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, everybody have a nice rest of your weekend. Enjoy. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.